She almost got hit. Troll lady was like, move! Like,
get out the way, get out the way, get out the way.
Hey YouTube, it's Queen Daijae, and I know that I probably look like Arthur right now. We're just gonna take the glasses off. That's what we're gonna do. Hey YouTube, I'm Queen Daijae, and today I'm coming to you guys with two storytime videos. The first one is up already, so make sure you go check that out. But this one is gonna be about the time that I got two customers arrested. This took place about a year ago, April, and I had just got promoted to a key holder when a manager, store manager or assistant manager was not, working, that I was the manager on duty. So I worked at a dollar store and we had just hired a new cashier. And we're gonna call her Daijae. And Daijae just came with so much drama that I could make a whole different story time about that. When she first started working there, everything was cool. I was low-key excited because I'm like, she's 18 and I'm 19. I'm like, I finally have someone else to work with that's around my age, because everyone else that worked there was about 30 plus. Everything was fine until it wasn't within that first week of her working there, and her fiance had came to pick her up. She was about to get off work. First thing that pops in my head is, this guy looks real familiar. I asked him, like, do I know you from somewhere? And then we come to the realization that we both went to school together. Oh. Duh. Like, we had classes together and everything. He didn't graduate with me. He left my school after sophomore year, I believe. So at this point, I hadn't seen him in about 3 years. So it's just like, oh my gosh. We're having a little conversation, reminiscing, and then they left. Cool. So I'm having a conversation with my coworker later on that day, and I'm just like, it's such a small world. Like, it's so crazy how I know her fiance. The coworker asks me how I know him, and I said, we used to go to school together, we used to talk all the time. And this is where things get a little bit ridiculous. I don't know how people get certain things confused. They said coworker was about 35, 36. Let me just tell y'all, she had the audacity to go to Daijae and tell her that I used to talk to her fiance. At the time, I didn't even know about this until my store manager came to me. And I guess Daijae was trying to get her fiance a job as a stalker at our store. So my store manager asked me, will there be any issues, drama, problems with him working here? And I was like, no, why would there be? And she basically said that Daijae came to her, and I guess she was venting, and said that I used to sleep with her fiance. Really? She had told store manager that said coworker had came to her and said such and such. And I'm just like, it blows my mind how a rumor can become so elaborate and evolve into something that just would never happen, like, ever. And at this point, I'm low-key offended, because you out here saying I'm sleeping with your fiance when in all actuality I slept with no one ever. I'm kind of like, you throwing dirt on my name. My first instinct, or my first reaction, is to text Daijae and set things straight. So I tell her, look, I don't know what you heard, but I can assure you that me and your fiance have had no relationship. We were classmates. She didn't text me back, and I took that as she did not believe me. And the very next day, her fiance comes into my job at work, while I'm at work, pulls me aside while I'm working and says to me, why are you going around saying all these things that aren't true? I'm like, hold up. I'm not even the one saying this, so I'm going to need you to bring it down 3 more notches. I guess she wasn't believing what he was telling her, and she wasn't believing what I was telling her. So she thought that we had messed around, and because of this, she wasn't too fond of me. Fast forward to about, I want to say 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks had passed, and I was working and a lady came into the store and she was trying to buy multiple Visa debit gift cards. And she was trying to spend the maximum, which was $500 on each card. She had about 4 of them. So basically that totaled out to $2,000 in debit cards. And she was trying to pay with it with credit. If you work in retail, you know that that is a commonly known scam. Oftentimes people will try to steal someone's credit card or even their debit card and use it as credit and purchase these gift cards. But we're not allowed to let transactions like that go through. So I explained this to her that we're not allowed to do that, and she calmly leaves. I didn't think anything else of it. So I guess she thought that if she came at a later date when a different cashier was there, that she would be more successful in her scamming. So at this point, a couple hours have passed. I am now the manager on duty, and Daijae has now come into work to be the closing cashier for the night. So I see Card Lady come back in, and this time she's not alone, y'all. She's not alone. She has 2 kids with her and this one lady who, the only thing I vividly remember about this woman was that she had this bright fuchsia red nest in her head, very unkept, and she just looked like a troll doll. She looked like a troll doll. So Troll and Card Lady are coming in here with these kids and they're going around shopping. So I'm kind of suspicious. So I'll call my store manager and ask her, what should I do? And my store manager said just keep an eye on them, and if anything transpires, detain them the best way that you can possible and call the police. Cool. So I go up to Daijae and I say, those 2 ladies that just walked in, I give a description. I said, when they come to check out, can you please page me because there are some things that I need to be aware of. She said, okay. So I guess because I was me and I supposedly slept with her husband, that she felt the need to not listen to me. So I peep up the aisle and I see Daijae ringing up Card Lady. So I sprint up to the front. By the time I get up there, transaction is completed. So I say, hold on 1 second, what's going on here? Daijae says, oh, this lady just bought some cards, real nonchalant, like it's nothing to worry about. I look at the lady with this look on my face like, you just dirty. Like, ma'am, I spoke with you earlier and I said we're not allowed to do that, so can I please see your ID? She gets to snapping on me like,
I don't have time for this. I got somewhere to be.
I'm just like, okay, lady. Then she starts calling me all types of and I'm like,
put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Y'all snap me?
where's the respect? Okay, where's the respect on my name tag? So I'm trying to calm this lady down. Card Lady grabs the bag of cards and sprints, and as she's on her way out, she's signaling for trolling kids to come on. So I immediately, it's a long line at this point, I don't care. I look at Daijae and I say, if you're not going to listen to me right now for me, listen for yourself, because your job is now on the line. I need you to go out there, see what car they get in, and get their license plate number. So Daijae just goes straight after Card Lady, and then Troll doggone near dragging these kids, one arm in each hand, dragging these kids out the store. But I noticed something hanging out of Troll's purse. It's some merchandise.
What is it?
It's our kids apparel, some kids clothes, y'all. She was in there with her kids, stealing clothes for her kids at the dollar store. At this point, I'm like, okay, I see this merchandise, so I'm about to go after this woman. So I sprint out the store and I see Troll basically throw the kids into the back seat. Card Lady hops in the passenger seat and Troll Lady gets into the driver's seat. I rush back in real quick and get the store phone. I rush back outside, call 911 like, we have a problem at Dollar General. I'm gonna need y'all to get here. Daijae's taking down the license plate number, and then all of a sudden, Troll felt the need to back up the car at the speed of light and almost hit Daijae, okay? I had never seen someone so close to death. Like, Daijae literally had to like yeet for her life because she almost got hit. Troll Lady was like, move! Like,
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way.
did this really just happen? She speeds off. I snap back into reality and I'm like, just come on, let's go back in the store. Customer still in here looking like what's going on, line all the way to the back of the store. And I'm just like, please give me the license number and just ring these people up. Just ring them up. You okay? You good? You not injured? Ring these people up. So I got the police on the store phone. Loss prevention starts calling me on the cell phone. District manager calling the store phone. Store manager calling my cell phone. All these people calling me trying to get this information, and I'm on the phone for about an hour and a half. Police, you know, came in already, questioned me, questioned Daijae, and left. And you know, an hour and a half has passed. But then I get a call from the district manager saying that they did catch the 2 women who were, you know, trying to finesse, and they were arrested. I don't know what happened to the kids. I just feel like it's really sad that you would even put your kids in the situation to be with you while you're stealing. And I know some of y'all are probably looking at me like, you didn't have to do that, you're a snitch. She was just trying to provide for her kids the best way she could. But no, because that's putting my job on the line. Because Daijae actually ended up getting fired for that because she completed the fraudulent transaction, whether or not it was intentional or, you know, unintentional, which I truly believe it was unintentional. She was just being spiteful towards me. If I have to report or snitch on someone, why would I lose my job over some strangers that's trying to steal? Yeah, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.